What is going on, everyone? So I've been able to spend a week in the Lexus LC 500 and I've got 5 likes and 5 dislikes coming at you right now. Before I get this thing started, just know I have a full review of this vehicle. I've had so much fun with it, so please be sure to check that out. But without further ado, let's get started. In no particular order, starting with my likes, my like number 1 is the whole powertrain, just everything as a whole. We've got the 5-liter V8, 471 horsepower, just about 400 pound-feet of torque. This thing is just beautifully crafted. I love this V8. We've got a 10-speed automatic transmission. The paddle shifters are pretty quick. Everything about it, the exhaust note is just perfect. It is just very well done. And in fact, let me give you guys a little bit of a listen here. Let's put it in Sport Plus and get on it. And then let's downshift. Just beautiful. Sounds so good. You'll have to check out more in the full review. Now, my like number 2 is the fact that this thing legitimately looks like a concept car. You know, it's got such huge wheels on it. We've got 21-inch wheels on here, and it really fills out the wheel wells. The shaping of this car is just pretty exotic, and I think it looks really good. It's definitely a head turner. I've had a lot of people stop and look at this thing and ask me about it. Now, my like number 3 is the fact that you've got Lexus level of luxury plus the attitude of a muscle car. The sound and the feel of this thing is just big and beefy and brawny, and it sounds so strong and muscular, yet everything on the interior is just so nicely done and just very luxurious. And that brings me to my next point. My next like number 4, is the fact that this interior is just spot on. It is so well done. It looks beautiful. Every single material that you touch feels of high quality, which it should for a $100,000 car, but this thing is gonna look good for a long time and it's gonna last for a long time. My like number 5 is the limited slip differential that we have. I've had this thing in the rain for several days, and a lot of times with a very powerful rear-wheel drive car like this, it's really easy to lose traction, but I have had no troubles with that whatsoever. It's been awesome. I mean, you can get traction real quick. Of course, it's gonna lose some, but when traction control kicks on and that differential is working, you just go. It puts the power down so well. Now, I don't usually do this. I've never done this, but I'm gonna add another like. My 6th like is the fact that there's gonna be an LCF. The Lexus F series, like the RCF, the old ISF, the GSF, are very well done and super powerful. And we're gonna have an LCF of this car, and I cannot wait for it. Now it's time for my dislikes in no particular order. My dislike number 1 is the infotainment touchpad system. For a car that is just so perfect every other way, I think that this could be better. The touchpad, it's smooth and it works well, but it doesn't have any shortcuts to it. It's kind of quirky trying to change things and mess around like your seat controls or climate controls on this touch screen and, you know, get to certain things that you want. It's just kind of annoying for how perfect everything else is. My dislike number 2 is that the back seat is almost useless. I mean, even for kids, that thing is probably pretty tight. There's literally almost no room behind my seat, and I'm 5'9", so not very tall. My dislike number 3 isn't necessarily something that means a whole lot to me, but for a lot of you people, the seats don't adjust all that much, and they're pretty narrow, they're pretty small, so if you're a bigger person, you probably won't fit in here very well. On my car with the sport package, we've got 8-way power adjustable seats, and they fit me really well, but 8-way is just not much for a $100,000 car. You do get standard 10-way power seats, but it'd be nice to see a little bit more. My dislike number 4 has driven me absolutely nuts, but it beeps in reverse. No matter what. I don't think I can shut it off. It's because of this funky shifter we have with the 10-speed, just like the LS 500 10-speed beeps in reverse, but it's just annoying. My dislike number 5 is that you look at this car and you think, man, that thing's gotta be super fast, but it's really not super fast. It's quick and it's definitely fun, and it doesn't really have to be fast because everything else is so good, but 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds, that's not that good, especially when you look at, you know, just a regular base V8 Camaro can do it in 4 seconds. I would expect better. So those were just my 5 likes, actually 6 likes and 5 dislikes with the LC 500 after spending a week with it. I've seriously enjoyed my time with this car. It is a work of art. Everything about it just feels so good. If you want to see the full review, please be sure to check that out. I will have that out before this video, so it's ready to go. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Hit subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I've got a ton of 5 likes and dislikes on other mainstream brands. Thank y'all so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time.